Hey guys, my name is Cam. I'm a youth and kids leader here at Invercargill Christian Centre. Back when I was 13, I got some news that was quite tragic. My dad sat us, the whole family, down and said to me and my two other brothers that he's leaving my mother for another woman. It's a lot of hate and stuff built up for my dad, and a lot of hatred built up in me personally, just because the fact is, how could he do this to my mother, the mum that's always been there, that helped raise us, that helped put us through school, did all this. At that time, I went away from God, and I got caught into stuff like addiction. I didn't get caught into addiction as smoking or drugs or anything, but I got caught into addiction, of the whole area of like pornography and all that kind of stuff. And I tried to fill that gap that a dad could. And I just went on life thinking it was okay. And for about 5-6 years, I still had that hatred for my dad. I still had that hate inside of me, and it was just burning me. One time, my mate was walking home from church, from a youth group actually, and we didn't ask to give him a ride, and that night he got hit. One of my good mates got hit by a car, and he died a couple of days later in hospital. And that made me realise, what if his life could be taken away so quickly? What if it was mine? And what if I still had that hatred for my dad? What if I still had that thing that just burned inside of you, that you just want to let out, just that pain, still inside of me, and it happened to me. It turned me back to God in a way. I started, stopping what I had, and stopping my addiction, and stopping my pain, and trying to just try and focus on God, and try to get that hatred and that pain out of me. But doing it on my own, I couldn't do it. I had to do something. I had to, and it came to the point where God was like, you need to forgive your dad. You need to forgive him, and forgiveness is a big thing. It's because the fact is, once you're not only forgiving my dad, but I'm forgiving myself for having that hatred as well. And it came to the point of when my dad's wedding, and, they did the ceremony, we got to the reception part, and my dad had just finished speaking, and my stepmom had got up, and she just the speaker as well, and he came up to me, and he put his hand on my shoulder, and at that moment I stood up, I put my arms around my dad, and I actually said to him, I forgive you. And as I'm bawling my eyes out, and on that moment, I felt this release of just this burden just lift off me, and it opened up an opportunity to, not only forgive my dad, but also forgive my stepmom, for not only ruining my mum's life, but ruining my life. If you hold on to something that's hurtful and painful, it just can mess you up. It can just do more worse things for you than forgiving somebody. But it might take time to forgive somebody, but it's not going to happen straight away. But when you do, you can feel that burden lift. And in my life, that was when that burden lift. And at this point in time, I have a great relationship with my father, because the fact is, God gave me the power to forgive, and He gave me the power to not only forgive people, but forgive myself. Anyway, thanks guys. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, and look forward to another video next week.